some of the things that we do with our kids, we don't realize it, that we are actually developing their resilience and their persistence, kind of thing. Okay, for example, so I'm glad that you actually spoke about growth mindset, because growth mindset is versus fixed mindset. So
Yep.
fixed mindset is when kids saying that they can't do much. They basically it is what it is. You can't make any changes.
Right.
So
Right.
for growth mindset is that for those who believe that through experiences they'll be better, not because they are born with it, not because I'm I'm smart, my parents are creative, that's why I'm creative, or I'm smart enough, so they are not smart enough or whatsoever. So it's about them understanding that through experiences I will grow. They don't avoid challenges, they embrace challenges.
Yeah.
They interpret fail. So they are not those who actually interpret failure as lack of intelligence, or they can't do it. So they see failure, they see experiences as part of growing. So how do we actually impart all these kinds of things to the
Yes.
kids as young as
Yep.
2 years old? I think what we are doing sometimes with the kids, when the first things you see parents, what they do is they want the child to actually walk, right? And
Yep.
they will move back. So you notice that always the case whereby, okay, they see their kids standing, and then they will just they shake the keys and say, okay, come, or the toy, and then you see the child coming forward and forward, and the child falls down. So what is the first reaction for the parent? Is it oh, it's okay, and then you make a big fuss out of that, that the child fell, or you actually move back some more and say, no, come on, you can do it, it's okay for the child to roll. This, as easy as that, you
Yep.
are trying to develop their
Mm.
resilience. You are
Mm.
trying to develop their grit. I have my child falling off the chair, and it really depends on my reaction, because when the child falls, the first thing they do is they will look at an adult to see the
Right.
adult's reaction. Okay,
Right.
and if you're going to make a big fuss out of it, that's where their mind was set that, oh, falling is something. But if, let's say, you have a parent who says, or an educator says, it's okay, let's get up, if you fall, you just get up, and that's when they realize, okay, I can do this, I can. Or they will
Mm.
just
Mm.
cry a little
Mm.
bit and say, it's okay, you just dust yourself and you get up and walk again. Or if, for example, they spill something, if they bring something, they spill water on the floor, the first reaction is they would look at the adult. What is the adult's reaction? So we have two ways of dealing with it. One is that we'll get very pissed, we'll get very upset, and then they know that making that failure is wrong. But if, let's say, you can actually say, okay, you dropped it, that's all right. Are you okay? Are you hurt? You are not. Go and get a towel and wipe the floor. So that is another way of doing. And that's when
Mm.
they
Mm.
think
Mm.
that, okay, I dropped something. It is okay. I'm just going to need to wipe it off. I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to wipe it off, but it's okay. It's not going to, it's not going to hurt in a way.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that is as simple as that. That is as simple
Yeah.
as that. So we need to tell, okay, for the older kids, that is basically what we do with the kids, right? But for the older kids, what we say to them is very important.
Mm.
How we actually tell them that their brain is still growing, they still can be stronger. If they can't do something, especially 4 to 5 year olds, they get frustrated whenever they can't do
Yes. Yes.
anything, and they just want to, like, no, I don't want. And they are the kind who like to do things when they are confident of doing. But
Mm.
if there's
Mm. Mm.
something that they are not confident about, they're not going to do it, they don't like it.
Yep.
So what we can actually tell them is like, if you keep on doing it, you will get better, or you
Mm.
might your brains are actually, they can get stronger. Right now it is still growing.
Yep.
It is okay to make mistakes. Or we just look into the efforts that they make, we focus on the efforts. Or I like that you are trying your very best. It's okay if you don't get it, but you tried. That's the most important. So we keep on embed that in their minds. That is when they it's all about the words.
Yeah.
It
Choice of
really
words. Yeah.
brainwashes your mind. So that is something that I want to tell parents. If you keep on telling your child that child is you cannot do this, you cannot do that, or you don't know how to do this, you don't know how, that's when the child will actually say, yeah, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that we are lying to the kid, but
Yep.
we are focusing on their action, we are focusing on the efforts that they are making.
Right.
That is
Right.
the one that are pushing. And to tell them that So it's really like, we need to be specific with our praises. Really not just like good job or, a nice work, but to them, what is good job? What is nice work? Nice is
Yeah.
very subjective. So it's like, I like how you were trying to color it with one hand. I like how you were putting all the things nicely together. So
Yeah.
when we tell them about the actions, that's when they know that, okay, the action that I made was the right way to do it. I'm going to do it again because I was caught doing something great and I like being praised for that. So that's how the kids are. That's the reason why whatever the kids are doing, even one line, they will say, "Mommy, look." I say, "Can I see?" So every time we were like, "Yes," but even though they're just doing one little bit, but to them it's such a big deal. So
Yeah.
yes, and also catch them to being persistent. Basically, if you see
Yep.
that they are just keep on sitting down there and trying to do and keep on doing, I say, "Okay, come on, you can do it. Just a little bit more, just a little bit more." So all this, I think we have to catch them in action, and that's the reason
Yeah.
why we, as parents or as adults of the children or educators, we need to be very observant with the littlest things that they do because it matters a lot. It matters a lot. It's not about what they produce on paper. It's not about what they draw on the worksheets, but it's the actions throughout that whole process of learning is the one that matters a lot.